My babies are dead. Here are the victims of the deadly Redding, California, blaze. At least 5 people have died in the out-of-control fire that has ravaged neighborhoods in Northern California. As the blaze continues to grow, torching entire neighborhoods, the number of victims and those missing has also risen. Already, 500 buildings have burned to the ground and another 5,000 are in harm's way as the blaze continues on its destructive path through neighborhoods and city streets. As of Saturday night, the flames had taken hold of 131 square miles and was only 5% contained. Melody Bledsoe. Eddie Bledsoe frantically searched for his wife, Melody, 70, and 2 great-grandchildren for days after the car fire blazed through his neighborhood Thursday night. He'd left to run an errand to the store when the flames ravaged his home. But by Saturday afternoon, Eddie Bledsoe, 76, got the grim news he dreaded. His wife of 27 years died, along with their great-grandchildren, James Roberts, 5, and his sister, Emily, 4. "I'm just devastated," he said. "All she lived for were them kids and me." He and Melody Bledsoe moved to Redding in the mid-2000s and was very close to their family of 9 children, 35 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren. "She took care of me and them kids like we were a team," he said. Every day of her and my life, I told her, I want to thank you for being my lady." Eddie said he'll always remember his wife as the best lady in the world and remembered how a plumbing job at her Summit City home years ago led to their romance. "I think she asked me if I wanted lunch, and we just hit it off," he said. He lovingly referred to Melody as his squirrel, a pet name he coined for her during their trucking days. He said she'd pile on things into their diesel truck, just like a squirrel that collected nuts. "She's my squirrel," he said. "I want everybody to know she was the greatest woman in the world. Not a selfish bone in her body." James Roberts and Emily Roberts. James Roberts, 5, and his sister, Emily, 4, were at their great-grandparents' home when the flames crept up. The pair's great-grandfather, Eddie Bledsoe, had just stepped out to run to the store when he noticed how close the fire was to their home. Over the phone, James told Bledsoe, "You've got to come and get us." They stayed on the phone until the family perished, Bledsoe said. The children's mother, Sherry Bledsoe, stood in shock outside the Shasta County Sheriff's Office after hearing the news. "My babies are dead," she said through tears. Other family members and friends offered hugs to comfort her. Jason Decker, a family friend, said the children would often play with his kids and would go trick-or-treating together. "I don't even have any more tears to cry," Decker said. "But I keep finding them." Jeremy Stoke. A 14-year veteran of the Redding Fire Department, Jeremy Stoke died protecting the community he loved. He was one of 2 fire crew workers who died battling the blaze. It wasn't clear, though, exactly what led to Stoke's death. With heavy hearts we announce the passing of Fire Inspector Jeremy Stoke. Jeremy died while battling the car fire, Redding Fire Department announced on Facebook. "We ask for your thoughts and prayers for his family and the RFD as we process this tragic loss. More information will be released as it becomes available." Stoke was known in his community as someone who constantly gave to help others. He regularly donated to the Alyssa Areza Wings of Angels organization to help seriously ill children and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He and his wife, Alison, were always supporting us. "He was a generous and a good man," said Donna Areza, founder of the organization. She continued, "Every time I would see him he would tease me and say, 'Every time I see you, you cost me $500 in donations.'" He had been with the Redding Fire Department since May 2004. Don Ray Smith. Don Ray Smith was killed operating a bulldozer, helping to clear vegetation and debris as firefighters worked. He was a private contractor. Smith, 81, was from Pollock Pines and his family had been notified of his death. The deputy coroner investigator said Smith died after he was quickly overtaken by flames. He was found by emergency personnel.